Good morning, everyone.
Hello! I've got great news. The mayor has secured the funding to make 5 Dee-Dees. These are 3-wheeled transports used for short-distance travel. They will make our town much more accessible. This is a big order. The mayor posted the 5 orders separately on the Commerce Guild board. You can start working on them immediately. I'm sure the other builders will be after these commissions as well. So come on, what are you waiting for?
Well, good morning to you too, Presley. Let's check our mail. Okay, inspection goodies. Hello, we found something useful in the data disks you brought in yesterday. There's a lot more information. We'll mail you the results in 4 days. Alright, onwards. So, we have a few things to do today. Like giving Gust a gift.
You've chosen wisely this time.
Yay!
Spend
More
your
friends.
time on tap.
Darn those opening times. Okay, so
Hello.
let's continue the gift giving since we have stuff.
This is something special, my friend. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
And our flower purchasing. Today's a good day to buy. It's 81%. Not such a good day to sell, but you know, whatever. Let's go get our free bar of something. Bronze. We love bronze. And I'm going to go ahead and pick up the cloth and the cotton and the linen here. Because I'm positive I will need it later. And if I don't, well, I guess I'm just fueling my digital hoarding. Which I admit to. Okay, now. Let's go back and see if we can't get in to turn in those Dee-Dees since we already have them made. And I am happy to turn them in. They're actually quite profitable. These are like one of the commissions where they actually pay decently for them. There's a couple that I kind of feel you get gypped on. Alright, the bad news is we have to do these one at a time. You can't just grab them all and turn them in.
The quality is excellent. Good work. Since you finished the Dee-Dee, I'm supposed to tell you to go see Mr. Mayor. He wants you to build some road signs or something.
We will do that, but not until we have finished turning in all of these Dee-Dees.
Finished another one already, and it's still such high quality. Great job. Here's your commission fee.
Higgins will not be getting my points. They're mine.
Finished another one already, and it's still such high quality.
And we've got 2 more.
Finished another one already.
So if we'd actually had these occur on a weekday, we could also take a regular commission.
Finished
as
another
well,
one already.
because these are special commissions. All right, let's do the inspections. We want our free stuff and points. whatever reason, the talismans are always a little bit harder for me. Like, you wouldn't think they were, but, like, I can miss the obvious on a talisman. Alright, we have those out of the way. Let's continue running with a knife. And let's check our trap. Let's see if we've caught our llama. We have. Which means we need to pick up our cumin. As you can see, I actually went and organized my boxes last night. I decided that I wanted to be able to find things within, you know, a 20-minute time frame. Alright. Okay, so we have caught a llama, but we do not have a stable. So you'll also see above this where you see the cumin and the lettuce option. So originally I thought this meant that you had to feed it whatever it wanted. It does not. It means that it will take lettuce or cumin. Because as you saw, we had a lettuce icon and we fed it cumin and it was fine. And you just keep feeding it till it has a super happy face, because it will reduce what you have to do to actually tame the llama. But we do need a stable, as you saw back there. It did say you can't tame this. You don't have a stable. So for a stable, we need 20 iron bars and 20 stone bricks along with 5k goals. Well, we have all that, so let's go ahead and pick it up out of our inventories. Well, our plethora of boxes. And go to A&G and get our stable, and then go back and tame our llama. Llama. Alright, we got Petra. Hello! I've heard from Presley that you've taken on a commission making Dee-Dee Transport. For this vehicle, you'll need parts made of relics. I'm not sure if you know how to proceed exactly. Come and see me in the research center and I'll explain more of the details to you. Petra. Yeah, I think we got that. I have them done. Got the small engine parts, no problem. And you can totally dig them up. She says that, you know, you have to go to the ruins, but you know, you can actually dig them out of the abandoned ruins. Alright. Stable. Okay, I'm going to put mine in the back corner because as the house grows, the house gets really big. So I'm going to put it back there. And let's go do the llama training. So the colorful llama is actually pretty easy to tame. It can be kind of frustrating perhaps the first time you do it if you're not prepared. But if you've played a lot of games, you're probably going to be fine. It is only, you have to press W and S at the right time, and I would press it a little before you think you need to, and you'll be fine. You'll be totally fine. You'll see this here soon. With the cotton llama, you actually need to go over that with 4 WADS. But there we go. I can't do that one yet. I'll do that one later in another video. But as you can see, we just need to hit the letters as they pop up and the circles get close enough. And what we're trying to do, as you can see the little llama face on that bar at the top, we're just trying to make it to that portion. And you will have more than enough tries. You do not have to get all these right. You'll see me miss, there's a good, there's a perfect, but I mean, you don't need to get these all. You can miss actually quite a few and still get your llama. There we go. I missed one. Good. And the llama is mine. She will be named Babs. Bah. Alright, fortunately I don't think she spits. Alright, look it, look it, look it. We have a mount. We don't have a very good mount right now. She's kind of slow. But it's okay, it's okay. We can train her. So, we're going to want to feed her, and to keep her happy, you will have a variety of options, and the llamas are usually way easier to keep happier than horses. I did not realize that, and I had a mad horse. Like, I even thought my horse was broken and bought a new one once. Turns out, no, I was just feeding the wrong thing. So, lettuce or cumin. I usually feed cumin because I can just buy it from the store. And the llama is perfectly happy and doesn't eat that much. If you are feeding the wrong thing, the llama will eat a whole lot more and be pissed off at you. So you want to interact with your llama because, as you saw, she has 0 loyalty, and you can pet her 3 times a day. So we're going to pet her 3 times. Ain't you cute? She's adorable. Everything in this game is adorable. Okay. Now, as you see, she now has 8.12 of 100 loyalty. Now, I don't actually think that loyalty matters. So we're going to name her Babs. And we are going to do some training. Okay. So each training takes 10 hours. You can break it early if you want to. But we're going to start training her up so that she's a decent mount. I will still end up buying a horse because she's just not as good as the white horse. But beggars, choosers, and she's actually not so bad for profit. Training doesn't actually cost anything. And I just put a point to make my training faster. I will actually, once I get all my animals trained up, because I do want the white horse and I eventually want the cotton llama. So for those, I will actually eventually go ahead and pick up my stuff. Yeah, sorry. Derail. Squirrel. I will train them all up and I will sell the colorful llama and I will make quite a bit on it because the cumin and the lettuce and whatnot, even the springs individually aren't worth a whole lot. But at the end, I will be able to sell her for a little over 6K. So, not bad, not bad. So let's continue the gift-giving spree.
I like it. You're very nice.
Let's go talk to Gail. So, right now, we do...
Thank you. I never expected you to give me this.
I only give it to you every day. I do have a choice of going to Petra or Gail right now because Petra does want to talk to us. However, go talk to Gail first because afterwards you're just going to have to go talk to Petra again because of the Dee-Dee stops. And this is another reason I say be ready, have your resources.
Ah, there you are. Thank you for your help on completing the transport. Now that we have the vehicle, we need some stop signs to show folks where they can get on and off. For the initiation of the system, I want 5 Dee-Dee stops. I'm commissioning you to build and place 3 of them. What do you say?
Thank you. I'll take the commission.
Now that I think about it, you probably don't have the necessary handbook diagram for this item. You need to go to the research center and talk with Petra. She should be able to help you.
Also, Sundays are a great day for gift giving in here. Ooh, box. Okay. And you can, if you bring gifts, go ahead and give them out, right? More friendliness is and you have a captive audience. Like, so many people are right there. I do not have more gifts for everyone yet. We'll get there, but not quite yet. So I actually need data discs. I don't have many. I gave most of mine to Petra yesterday to start what I believe is going to be my industrial cutter, which I will need here soon as that panbat infestation rolls out. So I'm going to stop in the mine here And I won't bore you with the details on that one. Okay, I lied. I unpaused because I got into one of these cute little purple special rooms. They're hidden rooms. But they're so not a danger. I mean, bring your weapon, I guess, but so you can kill out the little gooeys. Although you can kill them with your axe or your mining pick if you need to. But there's no pink couches. I got a box. I got a stuffed bear. Alright. And there are no pink couches! Alright, well, I expected this place to be full of pink couches because this is where I get the bulk of the pink couches. But that's okay. It's okay. I just think these little rooms are fun. I have no other excuse. Alright, so I've gotten my data discs, or at least enough for what I think I'm going to need, and I want to make sure I catch her before she goes home for the day. That wasn't supposed to happen. I was not supposed to end up under the platform. I should have ended up right by the door. But apparently I fell through the platform because physics decided to laugh and point. Darn physics. Alright, fortunately, jetpack to the rescue, and let's go find Petra since she is a workaholic. And now that the mayor has actually given you the quest for the Dee-Dee stops, they're already there. You can't make them yet, but because you don't have the diagram, but they're there. Where's Petra? Give me your stove. Apparently she's not a workaholic on Sundays. There she is.
A Dee-Dee stop sign. This should be a bench and a few signs, right? Let's see, for that I think we'll need 3 data disks. Oh, you came. Since you're building the Dee-Dee Transport, you'll need something called a small engine. It's the machine that drives our cars and flies some of our planes. We don't have the know-how to craft it anymore, so we have to get them from the ruins. The problem is, they don't just lie around for people to dig up. They actually power the ancient robots still roaming somewhere in the ruins. We can only get these parts as loot off the robots. They're called the hazardous ruins. There's a hazardous ruin to the east of town in an area we call the collapsed wasteland. The landscape in the wasteland is somewhat dangerous. That's why it's fenced off. You should be careful. You have them, great! It'll take a while to analyze all the data. I'll contact you when we have something. How thoughtful of you. I really like it. I'm glad this whole incident with the rat thieves is over. I was worried someone might come and steal things from the research center.
Okie dokie. So, we already have the Dee-Dee Transports done, so we are unconcerned about that portion. And I think I'm going to need some of these coming up. If not, I guess it's a good day to buy. And I think I will, if I don't, I think I will eventually need them for advanced ones. So I don't think I'm wasting my money. I hope. And we are off. So again with the Dee-Dee stops, you don't actually have any set time frame you have to get them done in. I just want them done because I like being able to fast transport places. It still uses time, but it's your time that it saves on. Because while it might take 12 to 30 minutes in game time, it is pretty much an instant teleport for you in real time. So, I guess use that as your guideline. But if you want to take a break here, because we're moving now at breakneck pace now that we turned in that bridge. Well, I guess we built the bridge, we didn't turn it in. Although I do love how we just handed Antoine some, like, tiny buses. Yeah, here. I am Wonder Woman. Look at me roar. I can lift a car. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm going to need another box or two for artifacts. Let's fix that. And two. So I always like leaving one slot open in boxes if possible, just because if I do that, then I have the option of splitting stacks, and that makes my life easier. I don't think it's a necessary thing to do, because you can just take everything out and put it back later. I think this is more of a completed artifact, and it will eventually go in the museum. I need to go in my house. Alright, I think that's it. That's good. Okay. I want to make the iron sword. I've been using the fists on this playthrough. I've never used the fists before, and they're pretty good weapons, but I'm just not, like, I'm just not as good with them as I am the sword. I like the sword better. Not gonna lie, I just do. Okay, we're gonna go to the Civil Corps base, and I think we're gonna take out some commissions. One, I know we're gonna need some blue leather coming up because I'm going to go the difficult route, and I'm gonna do a boombox for the pan bat infestation that I know is coming up. And I'm trying to plan ahead. So, let's get some pan bats. Let's make some more lobsters because I want to make some cheesy lobster. And, oh hey, I have not done level 3 or 4 of the sewage plant. I need to get on that. So let's do level 2 and 3 rounds of that, because I will run out of everything in there. So, help from the Civil Corps is always appreciated, even if it is at the expense of my wallet. But I guess, you know, beggars, choosers, etc., etc., etc. So I'm changing my food up a little bit. I'm buying the nori because it's over time, and I don't usually need to do... I mean, I need to heal because I stand in the bad too often. However, I just don't think I need to use up my gift food as heavily if I can use some relatively inexpensive purchased food. And we're gonna go to the sewers. Let's take on level 3. I don't know if they'll let us do level 4 as well, but we'll see at the end. We'll see at the end. Because once you're in, it already has taken the time. And if it's already taken the time, then you can stay in here for 5 hours real time. It does not care. Let's start beating up everything in here. Okay, so as we kill our way through this dungeon, I want to point out that, and I may have mentioned this before, so if so, I'm sorry, I'm recapping, but one of the things I do like about these dungeons is that they are kind of randomly generated. You're going to see the same dungeon layout like multiple times, but you don't really know if you're going to get a, I guess, puzzle room or if you're going to get a fight room. It might be a mix of the two. However, I just kind of think it's nifty that it's a thing. Like, you're not going to get necessarily the same layout every single time. Now, if you're looking for like a walkthrough of these, then that makes it a little hard, but they're pretty much on rails, so there's nothing too difficult about them other than the hack and slash. And even then, if you're paying attention to your health, you have health items, or you dodge better than me, you'll be fine. It's really not that difficult. And as I said, I do much better with the hammer or the sword than I do with the fists. I do better if my normal keyboard is functional as well. However, that excuse only goes so far. I clearly need to adapt, but instead of adapting, I'm just gonna get a better keyboard again, as opposed to this really, like, came with a setup, an old setup. Alright, enough disparaging this keyboard because it is perfectly functional and it is nice and quiet, but it's just not what I'm used to. The nice part about this too is, one, you don't have to pay the civil core for a bunch of items. Two, you'll probably get more items than you will get through the civil core. Not always the items you want. For example, if you just want springs, you are guaranteed a number of springs, usually via the civil core, and you're not necessarily going to get what you're hoping for on a regular run. However, sometimes maybe you'll get something better. I don't know. Usually, I just have so much going on that I'd rather pay the civil core to do the running for me, but you do have to do at least the first clear yourself if you want the civil core to run it for you after that. Alright, I'm gonna keep the Nori running, but I am also going to die. There we go. So this is what happens when you die in the dungeon. You actually have multiple chances. And yeah, that was totally me not paying attention to my health bar. But it is actually something that's good to know. One, you are not going to start back at your house and be totally annoyed because you lost all your progress. And two, it's nice that you have a couple of chances because, let's face it, if you got all the way to the boss and you died on the boss because you weren't paying attention, you ran out of health items, whatever, you're just having a bad day, and you died and you got kicked all the way out and had to do the whole 6 or 5 or whatever levels again, that would be a little frustrating. I am always so happy when he switches to shooting me and his little Ghostbuster ooze. This is one area that I actually really wish they would improve upon. It's one boss. You see the same boss every single time in the sewers. There is no variety. Each level will give you a different piece of clothing, so that's nice. So in this case, we're gonna get a hat, and it gives us more hit points. But I think it would be kind of nice to have a variety of bosses, like the Rat Prince, or maybe a giant, you know, wrench guy. Okay, so it is too late in the day to do the 4th level, so we'll have to do that another day. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much it for our day. I think at this point we're just going to go ahead and head home. It's 2200, so I guess it's about time for us to go to bed. And I will talk to you guys later. You guys have a fantastic day.